this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And the play clock running very low, so Dan Quinn decides to call for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First down. That is caught inside the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Again, Ryan. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
4 yards, that gets them close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this.
Let's go.
Back near the goal line, Bridgewater. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
I'm talking about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half. To carry that with them, It's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mo.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, spinning away. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota.
Let's go. Right now.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Minnesota. 57 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now McKinnon. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Forbath will put this one through, and that will knot us up at 10. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And, you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
Andre Roberts now to return it. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And on 2nd and 10 now. Throwing again. Ryan. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Anthony Barr in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson-Dejo. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And you don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And Forbath will put this one through. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the 2nd quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the first half?
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it.
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, nice move. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On first down, Ryan. It's caught over the middle, Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. On first and 10, it's Ryan. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Everson Griffin in there to bury him for a loss of 11. On second down, here's Ryan. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Everson Griffin in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Third and long, it's Ryan. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. It's a gain of 21 that time. And it'll be first down, Atlanta. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Throwing again, Ryan. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Daniil Hunter. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Throwing on third and long. Ryan, a hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And that's going to tie us at 13. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs went to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. First down, Bridgewater. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got it at the 15. The young connection hook up there. Bridgewater to Diggs. And even 60 yards. Here's McKinnon looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. Throwing, Bridgewater. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And finding the tight end Hooper. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. 23 yards on the play. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now Ryan on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Ryan. He's got Sanu. A big play on 3rd down for the Falcons. 43 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And he puts it through. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? He's going to float this one deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, Bridgewater. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They go play action here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. It's Desmond Trufant. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who got 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Ryan. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Eric Kendricks in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. On second down, Ryan. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Leroy Reynolds in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Second down, Bridgewater. The left side caught by Diggs. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Throwing on first down, Ryan. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. 23 yards on the play. On 1st and 10, Ryan. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. 23 yards on the play. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
They come out here in the eye. Bryant keeps it on the sneak. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Just keep the ball on the ground. Do a little pounding. Chew up some clock. If they can get it in, that might be enough to get them home. And if not, the clock is definitely their friend.
The offense on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll try and run. Freeman. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. Here's Ryan. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. He'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at his own 10. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one?
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, what a move. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And the Falcons grab it. And that should just about do it. They
king is born. I told you before, a king is born. King is born. Oh yeah. To the rumble, I ain't got nothing to lose. I'm a legend. Ain't no one like me. From the penthouse to pavement, you better hear what I say. Hey, yeah. It's my soul, he's blessed, the king is born. My mind confess I'm a bad, bad man. Ain't no one like me. I'm a legend. Ain't no one like me. I'm a legend, legend. 'Cause I've been down so long that my crown and God is destined. Ain't no one like me. I'm a legend, legend, legend. King is born. Yeah, I told you before. Yeah, a king is born. Been broke before, but I never been broken. I told you before. I am the truth now, the truth has spoken. A king is. Oh yeah, ain't no one like me. I'm a legend. Ain't no one like me. I'm a legend, legend. 'Cause I've been down so long.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Bridgewater's Vikings going up against Ryan's Falcons.
All right, Larry, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few moments ago, it was Desmond Trufant of the Falcons making their way out of the tunnel to the delight of this sold-out crowd as his guys get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down.
Well, they certainly didn't waste any time throwing some deep passes here. But the defense, it wasn't unexpected. They told their secondary, be ready. You're going to be tested all night by this team.
And this is caught at the 20. The young connection hook up there. Bridgewater to Diggs. 55 yards.
That was good coverage, but it was an even better catch. Great job by both of them, but only one of them ultimately was the winner coming down with the football.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the 1st down.
Here again is McKinnon. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Six yards still to go here on 2nd and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Now a handoff looking right. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Brandon, I know what I would do in this situation. You're on the road. It's the opening drive. You've gotten all the way down here. I would go for it.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. They're going to run. It's McKinnon. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jerick McKinnon taking it in. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Forbath out to kick this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now Ryan on 1st down. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he is knocked down from the side at the 16. That one goes for 24 yards. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. To throw again. Ryan. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Eric Kendricks in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Throwing on 3rd and long. Ryan. And that is incomplete. So on 4th down, off goes Matt Ryan, and on is another Matt Bryant. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense, finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
And now out comes Minnesota. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Leroy Reynolds in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. The second down throw for Bridgewater. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Third and long for Bridgewater. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught at the 25. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. The young connection hook up there. Bridgewater to Diggs. 67 yards. Now a handoff as they run left side. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They run once more with McKinnon. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
And now here's a carry heading left. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a 2nd time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his 2nd first-quarter touchdown there. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Jerick McKinnon with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And, oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Forbath out to kick this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 1st down, Ryan. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And Gabriel's got it. 23 yards on the play.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Anderson Dejo. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Going deep for Diggs. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Grady Jarrett coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. Here's Ryan Quigley now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So out come the Falcons now. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. 18 yards the gain for number 18. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down, here's Ryan. Throwing right, and that's complete. 23 yards on the play. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
While sometimes it doesn't appear like much, the out route can be very dangerous when you throw it to a guy like Julio Jones. If you try and undercut it, he can turn into a big play. But the reason he's able to get it so often is because of his ability to push people deep, and they have to respect that.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper from 13 yards out. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.
And now out comes Minnesota. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Let's go.
Bridgewater now on second down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Leroy Reynolds in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. 3rd and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Now Bridgewater. Going deep for Diggs. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second and 10 now. Ryan. And it's caught over the middle. Hooper. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. On third down, Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster. It all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now it's Ryan. The swing pass caught. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They come out with 1 back and 3. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are in for 6.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Stays on his feet. Then he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And now out comes Minnesota. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing is Bridgewater. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Leroy Reynolds bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Throwing, Bridgewater. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 41 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
To throw is Bridgewater. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Forbath out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Now Ryan on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off.
Mohamed Sanu with nobody ahead of him. Touchdown, Falcons. Mohamed Sanu, 70 yards. And the Falcons are in for 6. These two teams in this 1st half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure If something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Second down, Bridgewater. Going deep for Diggs. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Ryan Quigley now, as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And they're going to go soft on the corners. On second down, Freeman. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Ryan. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now Ryan on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, look credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
A phrase we said a lot last year, Ryan to Jones for a Falcon first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Second down, the ball on the 2 here, second and goal. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA and playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So give him 3 there. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now a handoff here to his running back. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Bridgewater. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. The young connection hook up there. Bridgewater to Diggs. 43 yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 12-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
They try again with Cook. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for him. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling him for a loss.
Big play here. 3rd down and goal from the 2. And again they stuff him. A loss last time, and this time hitting him for no gain. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jarek McKinnon, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Here's a toss coming right. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Forbath out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the 3rd. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. On 1st down, Ryan. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Anthony Barr. From that outside linebacker spot, he's able to get in there for a loss of 9. On 2nd down, Ryan. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. 3rd and 2, now Ryan. It's caught, Jones. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. We're back now in KC. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Second and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Well, we've seen some lead changes, and it certainly appeared that one of these squads was in full control of the game, but that's not the case after that touchdown.
Yeah, they erase a 2 TD deficit here to grab the lead. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Second down following the run.
Tiger! 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 You ready?
Now they'll run on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. Desperation time, 4th down, Bridgewater. Going deep for Diggs. And that is incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. And here now come the Falcons. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Everson Griffin in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
And the play clock running very low, so Dan Quinn decides to call for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Freeman trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on second down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Ryan. He's got Sanu. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Freeman again. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And his kick here is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defense.
lost with the feeling, and you ride it like a wave. Crash it so the sparks can come together. Don't need a reason why the universe was made. It goes on and on and on and on forever. And it's a long flight on this battle star where we fight for love no matter where we are. Oh, 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 oh. And there's a big bang in this universe, and it makes me feel like a go don't work. Oh, 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 oh. You got me like ooh. You got me like ah. You got me like ah and ooh with all the things you do. Yeah, anything and everything a man can feel. Well, honey, I'm feeling with you. Baby, you're flashing, and I'm blinded by your light. I love the way you Jupiter was rising. You got me reacting like a lunar look tonight. I love the way the stars are all aligning. You got me like ooh. You got me like ah. You got me like ah and ooh with all the things you do. Yeah, anything and everything a man can feel. Well, honey, I'm feeling with you. You got me like ooh. I'm feeling you.
You make me feel like the world's spinning like a satellite. You make me feel like the sun is blasting out a ray of light, ray of light.
You got me like ooh. You got me like ah. You got me like ah and ooh with all the things you do. Yeah, anything and everything a man can feel. Well, honey, I'm feeling with you. Girl, you got me like come on, baby. You got me like ooh. You got me like ah. You got me like ooh. I'm feeling you. Yeah, yeah. You got me like ah. You got me like yeah.
I got loyalty, got royalty inside my DNA. Quarter piece, got war and peace inside my DNA. I got power, poison, pain, and joy inside my DNA. I got hustle, though ambition, flow inside my DNA. I was born like this and sworn like this, immaculate conception. I transform like this, perform like this with new weapon. I don't contemplate, I meditate. Then off your head. This that put the kids to bed. This that I got realness. I just killed this cause it's in my DNA. I got millions, I got riches building in my DNA. I got dark, I got evil that rot inside my DNA. I got off, I got trouble, some heart inside my DNA. I just win again, then win again like Wimbledon I serve. Yeah, that's him again. The sound that engine in is like a bird. You see fireworks and Corvette tires skirt the boulevard. I know how you work, I know just who you are. See, use it. Your hormones probably switch inside your DNA. Problem is, all that inside your DNA. Daddy probably snitch, heritage inside your DNA. Backbone don't exist, born on side a jellyfish I gauge. See my pedigree, most definitely don't tolerate the front. Like been through, probably offend you. This is Parlor's oldest son. I know conviction, burners, boosters, ballers, dead, redemption, scholars, fathers, kids, and I wish I was fed forgiveness. Yeah. Soldier's DNA, born inside the beast. My expertise checked out in second grade. When I was 9, on sale motel, we didn't have nowhere to stay. At 29, I've done so well, hit cartwheel in my estate. And I'm gon' shine like I'm supposed to, antisocial extrovert. And excellent meaning extra work. And absentness, you hurt. And passiveness never struck my nerve. And that's a riff, gonna be this case. The reason my power's here on earth. Salute the truth and the prophecy. I got loyalty, got royalty inside
This is
my
why
DNA.
I say that hip-hop has done more damage to young African Americans in recent years.
I live about my DNA. This is my heritage, all I'm inheriting. Money and power, the maker emeritus. Tell me something, you can't tell me nothing. I'd rather than to listen to you. My DNA not for imitation. Your DNA an abomination. This how it is when you in the matrix, dodging bullets, reaping what you're sowing, stacking up the footage, living on the go and sleeping in the villa, sipping from a Grammy, walking in the building, diamond in the ceiling, marble on the floors, beaches out the window, peeking out the window, baby in the pool, got private goals, only Lord knows I've been going hammer, dodging paparazzi through the cameras, eating $4, Brock wearing sandals, yoga on the Monday, stretching to the November, watching all the snakes, curving all the fakes, phone never own, I don't conversate, I don't compromise, I just penetrate. Money, these are the breaks, these are the times. Level number 9, look up in the sky. Tennis on the way, sinners on the way, on the way. I got winners on the way. You ain't without a on your belt. You ain't without a ticket on your plate. You ain't sick enough to put it on yourself. You ain't rich enough to hit the ladder skate. Tell me when destruction gonna be my fate. Gonna be a fate, gonna be a fate. Peace to the world, let it rotate. Money, my DNA.
Picture me putting my city all over the map. They wasn't believers, I had to get even in mad. We coming up, pulling up, jumping all over your grass. So tell them I got a new girl. Tell them that I'm the bank and I want all my 50s in cash. I'm tired of living check to check. I need 20 models, this is smiling in my grave, fresh to death. I've been Wu-Tang with a spectral deck. Yeah, I got that, I gotta just get off my chest. I cannot miss, I got last on my list and you next. Take it how you want it, I ain't famous like I want it, but I think I might just skirt off. Blow the speakers and turn off. Pop up, go to church with my shirt off. Tell the Lord that I'm here now. I've been waiting for so long, I've been patient for so long. Breaking rules like there's no laws, and I did it for a long time. If you don't like me, take a ticket, there's a long line. Nice to meet me, I think the pleasure's all mine. They've been clocking me so long, I think they lost time. Ooh, you lost, what you mean? Woo! What you mean? Woo! And now I don't trust a so what you mean? Woo! Hold up, whoa, what you mean? Woo! Hold up now. Don't know what you think, compare me. Adrenaline popping, the blood will be leaking and running. Yeah. I do what I do, I don't care if you like it or love it. Tell all of my I got a new girl. Wait. You tell the that I'm the bank and I want all my money in hundreds. I'm tired of living on the edge. I want it, they gon' call the feds. I just bought a cost an arm and leg. My mama told me take it back and get a job instead. Where's your common sense? Me and the devil got too much in common, I swear. Yeah. Born in the ghetto, I never had nothing to fear. Take it how you want it, I ain't famous like I want it, so I might just throw a hissy fit. Call up Cassie after she broke up with Diddy, yeah. I told Shorty if she talking, and she gon' call her friends up and we did, whoa. I ain't in the talking, go chop off your lips. If I ain't in your top 10, go top 4 for bridge. My black boys, I got boys that knock off your lid. I doubt y'all gon' pop off, so hop off my. What you mean? I said, what you mean? Woo! Listen, I don't trust her, so, no, I said, what you mean? Whoa, I said, what you mean? Woo! You thought I was finished, you thought it was over. You thought I retired, you thought I went fishing with Kobe. I'm still as ill as considered as one of the coldest. Still a put a partner rapper here like Moses. I'm throwback like a molar roller. I'm cooler than a cup of yogurt. Black flag boy, truck soldier. I'm cool with laws and Ayatollahs. Rap gods like Klops and Olga. I'm King Kong, ain't nobody told you. You think Rome still. And Bobby Brown about to go get. Paul McCartney, I'm rich. I'm Muhammad Ali, I talk. I'm James Brown, about to tear down this. I'm Michael Jackson, some bad as bad gon' get. What you mean?
Polo to the flow though. You already know though. It's Adamville for real. You see ya, just take a photo. I'm reppin' that's on photo with a on your bro though. Cause that Dodo thought that he could rob a player for some dodo. Oh no, also Allen Temple. Also England Mountain. Also Misty Valley. And I got a couple yesterday out of Cali. And my bag from the valley bought me brand new balance. That I'm playing with a no American dream, dusty roll. Man, she been riding since her daddy rode on bold. I done in every hole, telling every I ain't with my wife, but if she meet her, might be a go. Rick Flair flashy. Don't I look dashy? Don't I look classy? Don't act so sassy. I'm the man, boo. That's with or without you. With what your say. Show me what that.
I hear him talking reckless. I won't even stress. Just kill him softly with my press. Won't even address. They say I'm lonely at the top, but this the best. Hey, don't you see me out here shining, barely flex. I hear him talking reckless. I won't even stress. Just kill him softly with my press. Won't even address. They say I'm lonely at the top, this the best. And even if we die today, gon' live forever. Live forever.
Daddy pants ain't with 3 S's. Take the S's, no S's on my chest, but all these diamonds got me blessed. Usually I don't do this. Dumb it down, go stupid. Since 17, been counting M's, my bank account's on Goofy. They say gave up. Now who know what the truth is? Chicago full of my garage is full of hoop. This got that southern drawl and all that. My like ball bags. The South got something to say, and all y'all can't get y'all ball back. If I ain't a hot boy, then what do you call sacks? Daddy fat, y'all never fall back. Like clocks in the wintertime, we stay eating like it's dinner time. Been feasting and feasting big, but it ain't no rhyme. We don't know the meaning of drought, cause we keep it so wet, boy, I swear now it's been a while. Just speaking in general, boy, there is no formidable opponent or that bone that never step on it. When you wanna mind the kind of giving hope when they down and out. Dig a hole so deep, ain't no climbing out.
Yeah, I hear him talking reckless. I won't even stress. Just kill him softly with my press. Won't even address. They say I'm lonely at the top, but this the best. Don't you see me out here shining, barely flex. I hear him talking reckless. I won't even stress. Just kill him softly with my press. Won't even address. They say I'm lonely at the top, this the best. And even if we die today, don't live forever. Live forever.
Yo, listen, just like I told Coco, my vision is you already know though. So go slow, back my logo, for show, Coco, get down on the. Yo, listen, just like I told Coco, my vision is you already know though. So go slow, back my logo, for show, Coco, now get down on the.
Montana.
You know, I'm like, yeah, nice P, you know?
What up, Pink?
Man.
When I pull up, they notice me. Come and talk to me like Jodeci. But don't you be too close to me. Them goons you see, let it go for me. I bring them things, I call them, he bring them things. Mucho, I bring them things. Looking so expensive, rings and things. I bring them things. I bring them things. I bring them things.
with them, bro. Oh, you, and it better get low. Extorting, you ain't got no friends, oh. They'll be wear that like a Chanel scarf like rainbow. $1,000, this ain't your cloth. You ain't, that ain't no sauce. I can see the noodles made for poodles. I'm thinking about the LaFerrari coupe. 1.8, the option is the roof. Greens is a secret to the youth. Your goals are malnourished. Please spit the juice. Y'all be vaping, I be laden. Yes, y'all be aping. I'm Richard Mill Nation. No diamonds, just tourbillon facing with gears and sprockets with the sapphire casing.
When I pull up, they notice me. Come and talk to me like Jodeci. But don't you be too close to me. Them goons you see, let it go for me. I bring them things, I bring them things. I call them, he bring them things. Mucho, I bring them things. Looking so expensive, rings and things. I bring them things. I bring them things. I bring them things.
Here's a little story about a kid from Morocco. Had to show Carlito I was Benny Blanco. Check it out. Raindrop, all set. Plug, we the outlet. Shot put me in the box. I'm in the box off. All the face shorty, socks off. Mac Miller, Reggie Miller, the killer, Canaries, back stiller, white villa, French vanilla, garage like a kill him soft. Lauren Hiller, get up. Crib Calabasas on the hill. I had a morning plate. Beatles on the red carpet. Alcatraz bars, crash cars, ain't no future in front. My homie rip your mask off.
When I pull up, they notice me. Come and talk to me like Jodeci. But don't you be too close to me. Them goons you see, let it go for me. I bring them things, I bring them things. I call them, he bring them things. Mucho, I bring them things. Looking so expensive, rings and things. I bring them things. I bring them things. I bring them things.
Okay, I was gone for a minute, but I'm back now. Sit back down. Seem like everybody nowadays, Hollywood. Oh, it's like that now? I'ma show you how to act now. I'ma show them how to act. I'ma show you. I'ma show them how to act. Okay, now picture little Bobby, just a youngin' running around with his man's in his hand, feeling like a man. Run for the put it to your brain like. Everybody know you ain't about it. Everything you talk about, I know I can live without it. Red light, stop, green light, go. Everything ain't what it seem like. I know. Hold up, what you mean? Where you been in? This is merely the beginning again. What you been living in? The box under the bridge, like Anthony Kiedis, looking for something to complete us and maybe lead us. A long way from equalist, how they treat us. Body of a builder with the mind of a fetus. Turn on the television and see the vision they feed us. And I wish I could erase that. Face facts. Everybody people, everybody bleed, everybody needs some, everybody love, everybody know how it go. Everybody people, everybody bleed, everybody needs some, everybody love, everybody know. I've been knocking dough down like it witness. God is my witness, I'm witness, but on the real I think I need another witness. If it was 17, black dad and white mama wouldn't change a thing. Light skin certified as a house. Go figure, in my blood is the venom master. It's like the devil playing space with the pastor. But he was born with the privilege. Man, what is that? People told me as a child, as a little boy playing with his toys, I should be ashamed. And some people look ashamed when I rap, like my great granddaddy didn't take a to the back. Not accepted by the ghetto. I don't give a praise God, I can see the light. Everybody talk about race this, race that. I wish I could erase that. Face facts. Everybody people, everybody bleed, everybody needs some, everybody love, everybody know how it go. Everybody people, everybody bleed, everybody needs some, everybody love, everybody know. Okay, I was gone for a minute, but I'm back now. Sit back down. Seem like everybody nowadays, Hollywood. Oh, it's like that now? I'ma show you how to act now. I'ma show them how to act. I'ma show you. I'ma show them how to act.
Y'all been since my early days. I've been stuck in my worldly ways. Propaganda, press, pan the camera. Please don't look at me in my face. Everybody might see my pain. Off the rail, might myself. Bored with life as aboard this plane. Steward this sex if I need help. Maybe what's your last name? Hopefully it still ain't been changed. Something about you make me not doubt you. I will silence my brain, scream louder. Asking when I'm gon' myself. Couple problems, my cash ain't help. Human issues too strong for tissue. False provider, war mask by wealth. Move your body if you came here to party. If not, then pardon me. How I'm supposed to have a good time with death and destruction's all I see. Out the sight, I'm out of my mind. The sound of sunshine is calling me. The vibrations is all I need. All I need, all I need. Party people, yeah. Party people, I like to see you dance. Party people, yeah. Party people, I like to see you dance. Party people, move. Party people, I like to see you groove. This is how we do. This is how we do. Deja view from a bayside view. I see black cats in the daytime too. I see black cats on the daytime news. When handcuffed, wrist and his skin turned blue. I met God once at the rendezvous and felt starstruck.
Vince, the car's outside.
Got things to do, got to make my moves. I can't miss my flight and miss you too. Boo, first class seats is overrated. Won't go lest they overpay us. Nowadays I'm overdating. My street for stay well acquainted. Their morning is calling me. Good vibrations is all I need. All I need, all I need. Move your body if you came here to party. If not, then pardon me. How I'm supposed to have a good time with death and destruction's all I see. Out the sight, I'm out of my mind. The sound of sunshine is calling me. Good vibrations is all I need. All I need, all I need. Party people, yeah.
uproar. Yeah, was like a week ago, but we both know how weekends go. Tryna tuck off. Wow, she's blessed, I'm blessed. I don't GA. You tryna. Yes on, yes on, yes on, yes. Say less. Say less. You ain't got, you ain't no. Say less.
Sheesh. What you saying? I don't understand. I'm out my mind. I popped. Sheesh. I swear this lock shot got me stuttering. Girl, you not fall in love again. Sheesh. Get it. My favorite rush. You talkative, ain't gotta say too much. Be quiet.
president, dead president, dead president.
I got that in like Tommy Lee. I make money, I make money. On my third passport, in them, I got at the airport. I got Bowling Green. Get some house shoes. I got money, I got war wounds. Get the coaching on that, ain't no dance moves. I was posted on the stoop, hanging with my Haitians. On the news, on front pages. Ain't no relations. I was stacking being Franks and Boston. 2 times in a row, that's a repeat. You end up, cause they easy. I'm in the freezy. She love me like she need me. I got my Maybach flooded out with extra TVs. I make her pick up every single day. I judge a vulture when I flood the paddock face. Dead president, dead president, dead president, dead president. Let's go, all my little militant. Let's go, dead president, dead president, dead president, dead president. Fast. Let's go, Hands on me, got the yellow brace. Check off in my pocket like the yellow paste. Was what I was asking. Low facility, I keep it classy. Build an empire, yeah, that was my state of mind.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got 2 quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Bridgewater's Vikings going up against Foles' Eagles.
Okay, Larry, thank you. We are just off I-95 at the home of the Eagles, Lincoln Financial Field on the south side of Philadelphia. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Minnesota Vikings. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which have to keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Second and just 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Now it's Ajayi. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school smash mouth football. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. Now Foles. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They'll run again with Blount. And a short gain here down to the 22. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Richmond.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup. It's still a few chain links short, it appears, with 4th down coming up. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Here's Foles. Dancing to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The decision to go for it pays off. And now they're set up 1st and goal.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's Ajayi. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Third and goal now, so some urgency here for the offense. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And Elliott puts this one through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So a 15-play drive. Can't believe that only resulted in 3, but it did.
That is somewhat amazing, isn't it? When you hold the ball that long, run offense that well, yet only put 3 points on the board, it has to be a little bit of a disappointment, doesn't it?
Has to. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Let's go.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Bridgewater on first down. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the out cut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
Here's Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The out route's such a timing route that sometimes the guy throwing the ball just throws it almost blindly, just kind of counts on that timing winning. And in this case, the ball was batted away.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. They'll throw again, Bridgewater. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. And that one incomplete. Had some position, but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
On 4th down, they do snap it to Bridgewater. Now he's flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. This is Ajayi. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive lineman and control them. And what I love about the good defensive tackles, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense likes that day when they have to deal with those guys.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Foles. Aguilar has it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay Ajayi, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Elliott now to kick this one away. Gets fielded in the end zone. Gets around him. And out now come the Vikings. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession.
This is caught at the 20. The young connection hook up there. Bridgewater to Diggs. 65 yards.
That was good coverage that was defeated by someone who just wanted the ball more, and it resulted in a big gain downfield.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Let's go.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. They almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Again, it's Cook. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They come out here in the I. They'll run for it. Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. And this one through the uprights and good. Forbath out to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
stuff together here from the D-line. Back to throw here. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They go play action here on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Here's Blunt. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that the defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? Well, where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap blitz, that's two guys coming through that gap. In this situation, though, that A-gap wasn't open for the defense to exploit. The offensive line took care of it, protected it, and moved the defensive guys out of the way to allow for that nice run.
And the kick by Elliott is good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. He's going to look deep down the field. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. The Vikings on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, Bridgewater. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater under pressure again, and down he goes again. Brandon Graham in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one is...
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
On that play, end result, touchdown.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 13. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
Amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Bridgewater lets it fly for Thielen. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Bridgewater. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
And we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Taken in at the 22. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he powers his way up past the 30. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 13 and also a first down.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. They run again with Ajayi. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 3-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And he will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Torrey Smith from 3 yards out, and the Eagles had 6 to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need...
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Bridgewater now. Going deep for Diggs. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Bridgewater. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know it's hard to see inside the face mask of the defender right now, but I'm willing to guess that there's a nice little grin on his face because to make that type of a play downfield, you wonder if you're going to be able to make it. You know that if you don't make it, it's a big play that you're giving up. But when you do bat the ball away and you come back and you embrace your teammates.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Foul blown. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will extend their lead even further. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. The young connection hook up there. Bridgewater to Diggs. 59 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Now Forbath for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 15. Forbath out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And out now come the Eagles. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got through.
Jay's going to go. He's at the 30, 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?"
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Rodney McLeod.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll start out on the ground with a jive. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
Offensively, when you see cover two, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on to it at second down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there. Hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. Third down. On third down, Bridgewater. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact. Able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Throwing is Bridgewater. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. He's going to go for a big... Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to go up top. This is caught inside the 15. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll look to throw. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They run it again with Cook. Room here to run. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. A give. This is Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even